Good morning, everybody. How y'all feeling? Happy Wednesday.
Wake up, Jasmine.
I am awake.
I am awake. I am awake.
I wasn't put this on, but that's pointless.
What? Oh, Kaiser got my thing.
Yeah.
We live, people.
Jasmine.
We live and late.
Son right now.
Got a great show for you.
We out
Let's
here.
see who checking in, who chiming in.
Silence your phones.
Oh, yeah.
No, Kaiser. Messenja. Silence
Jasmine, you
your
have to
phone.
watch the YouTube chat and the Facebook chat.
Okay.
People be complaining we don't be paying attention when they be asking
We
questions.
love y'all too. We do. We love y'all.
Yeah,
We in it
That's
for
it.
y'all.
You just sit there and wait to say pause all show. Give you something to do. Time for Sunday school review. Yep.
What?
Sunday school review.
Time for the Sunday school review. Teenage class attendance 27, offering $2.13. Yep.
Hey, what y'all do this weekend? Y'all get in the chat. Tell me what y'all did.
Yeah. What you do, Jasmine? Since you ain't come to church, what you was doing Sunday? You don't even come to church no more.
You
Why
put
you
her
come to
on
church no more?
blast like that though.
Well, this is not church. You can't replace in the booth with church. You gotta come to church.
Okay. What was the original question?
What did you do Sunday?
I was working all weekend. Thank you. Any more questions? You good? You got a question?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I was working too, but you know, we had an event, amazing event. Mr. Canton Jones, my husband.
Oh yeah.
We did a brunch at the City Winery, which was amazing. Like that was really, really, really dope. So for all of you that made it out, I know y'all. A lot of people were saying we need to do this more often. So we're working on that. We're working on that. Trust
The
me.
comedian was it was funny this time. Yeah.
You said this time,
Yeah, last time the jazz without the jokes.
I
We
can't.
was struggling.
Jazz and no joke.
Yeah, jazz and no joke. Yeah,
Yeah,
this guy
right.
was funny.
Yeah, I enjoy both of them. But that last guy, what's his name?
The dark skinned guy?
Double D.
Who was the dark skinned guy? Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah. But when he was talking about getting his tubes tied and tied around his legs,
Yeah, that was funny.
I was done at that point.
That was funny. Yep.
Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do,
Okay. We about to get this thing started, and we'll get LL Cool CJ in a minute. So
LL Cool, see?
yeah.
So
We'll get him in here in a minute. We'll figure it. Yo.
Hello.
It's in the booth. It's Wednesday. It's your boy
Yeah.
Messenja, aka Kaiser.
I'm Ramona Jones.
I'm
Everything came
Jasmine.
together in the booth. Years later, and
And here's Canton Jones. He's coming.
CJ. I'll be here in just a minute. But we live. For the queen. About to do the thing. Then we hit it with a bada boom, bada bing, ayy.
You know what it is
And
when we in the
people
booth.
want this intro. This is not a song.
No matter what, we gon' tell the truth.
People keep hitting me up asking where can they get this song.
Actually, it is a song.
Yeah, this is the interesting show. If y'all want us to upload this, we'll get this money now. If y'all want this song,
Yeah.
we'll make it happen. But these people keep asking, where is this song? Yeah, this song is just the intro to the show. Yeah. But if y'all want the song, we can upload it. And y'all can have this intro. Yeah. Y'all can have this intro. Yeah. Yo. So what's up?
Blah 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 blah. We got Cam fixing my camera because it's way off. I got to do this to be seen. What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing? Yeah, Cam got to fix my camera.
I'm still stuck on the blogs. I'm sorry.
I'm saying blah 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 because I ain't in the shot. So
I can't.
That's what that means.
yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
That mean I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Blah blah
Blah, 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 blah.
Is that what that is?
Okay.
Hey, today's show is sponsored by the hardest chips to find in the world. I call them the blue chips.
Even though they're
Cheese
cheddar,
doodles?
These
cheese.
are the greatest chips ever for me.
The only thing
I don't
blue
know
about
about
them
that.
is the
These
packaging.
are the dopest, huh?
It's only blue packaging. There's nothing blue about the chip.
This cheese doodle is different from the ones in the other ones.
But you call them blue chips. She was saying the
They
chips.
way
ain't blue.
different.
I'm not gonna do this.
I mean,
You
why
saying-
you start this early in the
Wait,
morning?
so you saying that this chip is the same chip?
No, I'm saying
As
why
the
you
other-
call them blue chips when they're clearly cheese?
They in a blue package.
Yeah.
Y'all talking two different languages.
Yeah, they're the blue
He's
chips.
talking about the blue packaging. You're talking about the chip inside the package. You're
Yeah.
not talking the
Because
same.
he's saying blue
Because
chips
the
and they're
chip
not blue.
that's inside the package tastes different than the ones that come in the red bag.
They taste blue.
They taste blue. Does blue have a taste?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I'm saying I call them the blue chips because of the package.
Oh, okay.
These are the greatest chips ever. So, today's show is sponsored by Boots
and blue chips.
and Blue Chips.
Amazing.
And also today's show is sponsored by the Ellenwood Gators. Yeah,
You the coach, ain't it?
yeah. I'm a
Little league football coach.
assistant football coach for the Ellenwood Gators.
Elite. What's elite?
Elite. That's Gators Elite. That's what it's called.
Okay,
so that's our
Gators
league.
Elite.
Yeah.
And Tiffany made that shirt. That mother
Yeah.
hard, ain't it?
And
Oh,
what
she
I
made that?
She made it.
Oh, that's
for all the
dope.
coaches.
Come on, Tim.
Yeah, if you need shirts, holla at
Oh,
me.
man,
My wife,
yeah.
the shirt queen.
The shirt queen.
And also, if you got a son and you live on the south side of town or south side of Atlanta, meet me at Ellenwood at
He
Village
recruiting
Park
right
and register
now.
your son. We need big men. If your son is big, we need linemen.
How old?
9. They gotta be 9 years old.
9 to 10?
No, 9. They gotta be 9. If they 10, they're gonna play for 10U.
Oh, they gotta be just 9.
Only 9
Oh,
years old.
wow.
Can
Yeah,
they sign
8,
up?
9, 10.
Can they, if they sign up at 9 and then turn 10, can they stay with you?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a
Styles
cutoff.
got
date.
like
Once you
3
got
more
their
weeks?
registration, yeah.
No, 10 more days. He'll be 10.
Oh,
can
I
be with
think
you for
he
3
passed.
days.
But that joker huge.
Yeah, I think he passed.
But he not gonna want to
No,
play
you can still
on
be
no
9.
line
You can
though.
turn 10 in the bracket.
That's what I'm telling him.
Yeah, I think it's a deadline out in the season somewhere. I think it had to be too early.
Oh,
I
so
think
he'll
he'll be
with 10
10-year-old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cause we just now starting, like, we're going past today for the first time. So practice is officially starting. We just been doing conditioning so far. So he'll be 10 for the whole season.
What about a
No,
really
no, no.
tall
Sign up at
7-year-old?
9.
Huh?
A really
I was
tall,
about to say
though.
the sign up, it's the
Tall
registration.
7-year-old.
a tall 7-year-old. How about
Yes.
that?
He'll play with, he'll be big on the 7-year-old team, though. He has to be a big
So
7-year-old.
basically, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
They
need,
don't want-
we need big boy 9-year-olds. Meet me at Village Park in Ellenwood.
You gonna put 'em on the
today
line?
at 6. Yeah. They gonna start immediately. Yeah. If you want your son to get some PT, come see me.
You gonna have your son on the line.
Passing out water.
He gonna be
Right.
out there. He gonna be out there, boy.
Listen though,
He gonna be ready. Trust me.
linemen are going first in the draft
That's what I'm
nowadays,
trying to tell you.
and they getting paid, but they
Finally.
get no props in Little League.
Yeah.
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 They don't do
Hey.
nothing but hold up the running back when he score. So you want a non-popular position? Come on
Yeah.
and play
It's
for.
it pay.
That's the cost.
It pay. Yeah. That's all you need to worry about.
You paying?
Nah, I'm saying it pay that position in the league.
Yeah.
Pay a left tackle and the top 3 is just good. You getting just as much money as quarterback.
Yeah.
You getting
Now, that's
quarterback
true.
money. Yeah. So
That's true. They getting real money.
yeah.
No notoriety though.
Yeah.
No dancing in the end zone.
Which one you want? Want that bread?
No dancing in the end zone.
Yeah. You done starting the chips already. You ain't even
Why is it 3 bags?
I know you got all 3
He had
bags.
2. Where the third one come from?
I don't know. You just keep
But
popping
we ain't
out
got
bags.
one store
Okay.
that got these
That's when you
chips.
stay at McDonald's.
That's
Bruh,
not
stop giving my address out to the world. I mean, my God.
That's not your address.
because
How you
you
know
had
I ain't want
Your
people?
church is in
Wait, how you know
McDonald's.
I ain't want people to think that I stayed in Atlanta or Stockbridge?
Oh, yeah.
or
You stay in
Decatur.
Atlanta,
McDonald's
right by
in
the train
Atlanta.
station. Wait, what do you want to
Yeah.
say?
Somebody, I stay in McDonald's. You just gave all my street cred away.
McDonald's. Everybody outside, like, boy, that must be way outside Atlanta. McDonald's, that sound country.
That moved to Macon.
You told where you stay at because you can't find them chips. And them
I
chips
stay
is
at-
at every hood store.
No, they not.
Yes, they are.
I can't find them.
I see them at the Shell all the time.
At the Shell.
Yeah.
They on both
Shell,
the
right?
sketchy places, yeah.
Right, you should know where all the chips at. You go to the sketchiest gas stations.
There you go, put me out there again. What do you mean about?
You go to the gas station that
I don't
got
even know you
10
anymore.
Snacks,
Why
10
you-
snacks and 7 of them stale.
Mona, can you do the CTA so we can get the show
I'm waiting
started?
for them to
Okay.
I don't even know you anymore.
Okay.
Like giving out gave my address out
Social Security number.
down in my chip.
Hey,
Yeah.
amen.
Sponsored by.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us in the booth this
And they
morning.
wise. They wise.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the show on Facebook, YouTube, and all podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and Google
different.
Podcast.
I don't like cheesy chips.
You don't like cheesy chips?
Nah, I like sour cream.
You don't like
I
Doritos?
vinegar, salt and vinegar. Nah.
You don't like Doritos?
Yeah, I don't like
I
some.
like salt and
Vinegar
vinegar.
chips
The
are
best
weird.
chips, man.
You don't like
Sour?
you don't like Doritos?
I do Doritos, but not like cheesy Doritos. Like
The red
a
Dorito.
Cool Ranch or something like that.
But you don't do the red ones.
Not really.
You don't do cheesy chips. That's bro, I've known you for over 25
Yeah.
years,
I don't
and
do-
I've
And
never
you never
known that.
know
about
this. Oh my God,
Nah,
how
I
are
will
you?
do the flaming hot Cheetos because they hot.
And
I'll
they
do
don't
them.
taste like cheese. They're
Yeah,
not cheesy.
I taste the hot, flaming hot Cheetos,
you
and I
don't
like them jalapeno. Was it the
Kettle
jalapeno?
chips.
I like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Vicky's though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me on those. Thank
Like
you.
don't
that,
like
I don't like
cheese?
cheese
And
puffs.
limeade.
That's
Yeah.
cheese.
Cheese puffs?
Yeah, I don't like cheese puffs.
I don't like
Look,
cheese.
cheese puffs taste like
Air.
in my
It's like
mind,
air. You
what
just bite
couch
right
cushion
through it.
would taste like.
Say what?
It looked like couch cushion, like it's the same
Couch
like
cushion.
Couch cushion?
material, like.
Man, I'm
not the
sticking
same
out like a sore
material.
thumb. Everybody
It's
got
like-
black on. I got the loud
Wait,
gator orange.
couch?
You proud though? You proud?
Yo, hey, going
You
all
like
the way, baby.
you like couch?
No, I'm
You like
saying
couch.
No, I'm saying what is it? The cheese puffs. They remind me of like if I
Like the
imagine,
styrofoam?
yeah, like styrofoam. Like that's what. It's just weird. Like I'm not eating that. It's weird.
You're a texture eater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cannot. Like I can't eat yogurt. Ugh, it's just
What?
Like, I can't. Like I don't know.
Why did
what
you
that
sink
is.
in the seat? But like,
No.
What about mayonnaise?
It gotta be real.
But
Like
you don't like ranch and all that either.
I only eat ranch with my hot wings, and after that, I don't want to smell it. Like I don't want to deal with it. It's just-
You
That's
weird. God, that's so
That
weird.
right
Y'all
there
weird.
is the
Like,
weird.
Like,
yeah,
I ain't-
a post.
Bro, all chips made by cheese. You don't like cheese chips. That's
Ain't no
weird
chips
to
and
me.
salt and vinegar. Ain't no cheese and salt and vinegar.
They super
I
salty
know.
though.
You like chips to make your eye close.
No.
You know that bitter. You know,
No.
so bitter
mind,
make
I'm
your eye
like,
close.
see somebody eat it.
No, I don't like
I
that
just
at
don't
all.
like cheesy chips, like Cheetos. Those
Bruh,
cheese puffs. I don't like cheese.
these are the greatest.
Oh my God. What- Can we move on?
Anyway, if you want to
Thank you.
sponsor, donate any blue chips to,
What?
to the,
No, please
Everybody,
don't.
show.
everybody getting ready to start bringing blue chips to my show.
No.
yeah, blue chips, red
Man, I
chips.
can't find them nowhere, so I
Knick
just
knack,
had to load
patty
them.
whack, give a dog a bone. No.
Focus.
I can't.
Make sure you go to
And
hit us
trail
up
mix.
at In the Booth Pod. But you got just
And where is he
Oh,
pulling
grocery
these
store
snacks
over
from?
I know
here.
you
I
got
know.
a doggone.
It's like a Mary Poppins bag.
I know.
She got all kinds
They
of
got
stuff.
Marty
This man
bag
got a
over
carry on over there snacks.
Okay.
In the Booth Pod at gmail.com. Hit us up there if you want to advertise or sponsor or donate, or if you got a question, or if you want to request a spot to perform. We're going to open up slots this fall to let people come on and perform.
Yeah,
We did a
yeah.
couple of them. Y'all like them. People been asking to get on, so we're gonna open up some slots for artists to come up here.
They can't just karaoke it.
And yeah, artists. And Joker come up
ain't
here.
right. No,
Yeah.
not that.
For artists to
They gonna
perform.
karaoke music.
But look though, there's a thing about church that you don't have to really be skilled to do your thing.
Right. Let's not think that God wants to hear that.
It's the thing about
That's
church.
not the gift he gave you.
Where people be like, take all mistakes for love.
Absolutely
No.
not. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That
And,
means you didn't practice. No.
No, that means
Remember
you're not
Amazing
good.
Grace?
Yeah.
Amazing Grace.
Yes,
Oh,
people like
O-H?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Y'all ain't never seen
What?
Oh, y'all ain't never seen
Amazing
Yeah,
Grace?
yeah. It's out there.
That's pretty
Man,
bad.
I done
I mean,
seen
but-
some bad just in the moment singing in church. I mean, wrong
It's so
words,
bad.
wrong
And usually
notes.
when somebody just
and somebody
hit that bad
can't
note, they
sing
start shouting.
and get in like a run or something and just stay there
And they
and be
be
like,
so
okay, you're not
confident,
hitting it. Yeah.
right.
This lady was singing Apple of My Eye. And she just got stuck on Apple and she just said, Apple, 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 Apple. And she
What's
just kept-
Apple of My Eye? That's a song?
Yeah, it's a song.
Church song?
Jesus, something, the apple of my eye, something like that.
What you doing?
But she,
That sound like the girl from
y'all
Coming to
yeah,
America.
yeah. But she did that in the song, and she like just stayed there, just kept, just bringing
why
it back. But then, after they get off, the organ come back, and everybody, and she went down the side of the church.
No.
We like, lady, shut up. She walking back to her seat.
No.
Jesus told me to tell you to
Bruh,
shut
there's
up.
a lot of weird stuff that you get away with.
Can you boo in church?
I wish.
You
You should
can.
be
The
able
boo
to.
is, this is the boo. Bless him anyway. We got,
Let's praise him anyway.
Yeah, praise him anyway. That's a boo.
No.
Which means
Yeah,
you
yeah.
stunk
No,
it up.
that's just letting them know it's
Nah,
okay. They don't receive
no,
it as
you
a
stunk
boo.
it
That's a
up.
boo. That's you didn't hit the mark.
Or
And
God sees your heart.
yeah.
And even God put you on mute. I'm
Yeah.
not going
So I
for
mean,
it.
why do they allow people to do it if they're not skilled yet?
Because
They're not ready.
they gonna go under let everything that have breath praise the Lord. That's the banner you gonna ride.
Man.
Even if something
Well, I might well
good
bring
ain't
in
coming out.
a squirrel to come in there and just do his thing. She got breath.
but they gonna hide
got
under
breath.
that.
Squirrel got
They gonna ride that scripture.
Let everything that have breath.
Breath praise the Lord. Yeah. Hey,
No,
I got
I think
breath,
you need to have a
and I'm
standard because no.
I'm just telling you what they do. He asked the question. I'm just answering.
Well, you know what? The rocks will cry out. I'll start throwing rocks under this scripture right here. The rocks.
The rock, you put holes in the wall.
The rocks will cry out. I'm throwing them at you. You better
Y'all are stupid.
I
Y'all are
can't.
so dumb. So dumb.
The duck in the rocks. The rock don't cry out. Apple.
It be so bad, and they be so. And the people that can't sing be the most confident. That be the crazy.
But I'm
part.
saying like there's just some things in church that you don't have to be skilled. Like you don't have to, or they'll do that. There's just a thing in some churches.
Not as much anymore, but back in the day,
and then
it don't matter. Drummer, keys, you couldn't get on. The only thing, but really, you had to play the organ. Outside of that, it didn't matter.
but in Kojic church, boy, you got to be able to play the drum
Yeah,
and the keys.
bro.
If not, I seen somebody get slid off the organ, bro.
What?
I seen a mother. Oh,
Cause ain't
I got
no
one
way
for you.
ain't no way to like not slide on the organ if somebody push you.
Right.
Like the bench so smooth and wood.
It's the
and
smoothest
wood.
thing in the
So-
church.
So if you not
On purpose, probably.
Yeah.
if you're
yes.
not like really hitting it,
Yeah.
I see somebody get slid off, and there's nothing you can do.
Cause you can't stop that slide.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, that
if
mug is
somebody
like
come in full and slide.
Yeah, you going right.
I was like, oh,
You gonna
Oh
hear
my
that
God.
slide on the.
That is so rude.
Yeah.
there's somebody's feet trying to stay down there.
Yeah.
On the bottom.
But I was in church at a night service one time, and the drummer didn't show up. So my boy went up there and got on the drum. And mother was singing a devotional song up there with a tamarind.
Too slow.
Bro, he couldn't get the. He was going one at a time. He was like, do, So mother came over there with her, walked around the drums with her tambourine, was like, pow, 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 trying to get him on beat.
That's so embarrassing.
I know.
I was like, bro.
Oh, no
Yeah.
chill at all.
We had a long line of drummers at church. Like everybody could play the drum.
That mug was an audition, but
Yeah, it was a long line at church.
Yeah.
That's how we
That
grew.
is
All
so
right, y'all
funny.
go ahead. We can talk about.
oh man.
But I'm just saying, like,
Church shenanigans all day.
like
That's
take
for
all
real.
mistakes for love used to be what people used to say before they get ready to just. It's about to be a train wreck.
Yeah, or appreciate it. Yeah,
take all mistakes for love.
they get up there and be
Oh,
like,
and cry.
A lot of love.
yeah, pray my strength in the Lord.
Yeah, that.
That right there is whatever happened.
It
you know,
ain't like
yeah.
at least my heart here. But
Yeah.
I mean, we had congregation service back then. Nowadays, you got praise and worship. You got a whole skill set of team.
Yeah, that's why I say you don't see it as much there, but back in the day,
But
you ain't
mothers,
had that.
you know, that's how cats learn how to play keys, because somebody just starts singing and then they be like, doo 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 doo.
Yeah, you gotta find that
You gotta
mug.
find the key.
Yeah.
They be like, and then they change.
Yeah.
So
So you got to find out what key everybody's singing.
yeah.
Okay.
Why can't they all start on the right key? It's
And
always the
and then
wrong
now they
one.
done piled them all up in the choir, in the number one choir, number
In
two
the what choir? In the what? The choir.
The choir. Piled them up in the choir.
Yeah, the choir.
I've seen people fall asleep while they were singing, boy, in the choir, the old people.
That is not good.
I be
I can't.
fall asleep, do it. Why they singing? Boy, that Thomaston, you know it. Big
Oh,
shout out
man.
to the greatest church ever, Thomaston. Church of God in Christ.
Pompano Beach, Florida.
Pompano Beach, Florida. Let's get it, baby. Yeah.
Cotton City.
Y'all were too young.
Yeah.
You too young
Especially
for
you.
church like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is always come back.
You don't know
Always
nothing.
does.
You don't know nothing about that
Thank God for you.
that Pepsi Cola machine out in front
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
church.
That
That
grape
just
soda.
faded.
Oh, you talking about that being like the little glass?
No, the old
the
Pepsi
old.
machine.
Yeah,
not
you
not
know,
new
old.
Pepsi. The first original Pepsi with the old logo.
Yeah.
And that mug faded, which means it already been here 50 years.
Thomaston.
Yeah.
did have
They
one at
only put
church.
grape soda in that mug. They ain't
That
put
mug-
Pepsi
and that
in
grape
it.
soda.
There's a
was
Pepsi.
so- that was so cold.
Yeah,
when they
Pepsi
get them
machine,
sodas.
they had no Pepsi. It had like just fruit soda. just
Why?
crushed orange.
You
like,
right.
Why
We
did
never
they
had
change
we
the
never, they never had
thing?
Pepsi
I never
in that
really
thing.
noticed that. You right.
The red dot was always on the Pepsi. That was back in the day when you was out, it put a red dot on
You
the
right.
thing.
It turned red.
Yeah.
You right. They
No
never
Pepsis.
had
It was a Pepsi
Pepsi.
machine. Never had Pepsi. It just we always just put because they used to go to the grocery store and get
They,
the cheap
get,
stuff.
they used to fill it themselves, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's why
right.
when no Pepsi,
It
man,
was
too
it was
expensive.
all orange.
Man, yeah.
Grape,
but that
We
grape
used to
was,
drink,
was so
what is
pungent.
it? Grapico. That was our
Grapico.
So it was called Grapico.
Well, you from Alabama. so
Grape
that-
of cold.
Grapico.
Never heard of grape of
Never
cold.
heard of grape or
It was
coke.
good.
It's just
And
only grape
knee-high,
flavor.
That was the grape soda. It was called Grapico. That was
So did they have an orange coat?
I think
no.
orange coke, strawberry coke,
Peach coat?
peach coke.
The peach was knee high.
That's right. They was knee high. They still got knee high.
That's Knee-Highs.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
y'all
what-
had different brands in y'all soda machine.
different brands. One brand per flavor. They got Fanta orange, knee-high peach.
And you know the what is it?
Peach
Red
Coke.
Pop. What's that brand?
Big red.
Yeah, the Big Red, the Red Pop, and they all had different flavors. I can't think
Big
of the
red,
actual
that's
one.
gone.
No,
it
we
was-
had a drink.
It was called Big Red.
Big red.
We ain't had that.
Yeah, we had.
That's fancy stuff. We had basic grape,
It said
peach,
grape on the
mug
can.
had-
and orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's
It said the color that it was.
Yeah.
What you drinking?
Gra-
Orange.
yeah.
What you drinking? Grape.
Grape.
Yeah.
Purple,
What you
yeah.
drinking? Red.
And
Yeah.
grape is not a color.
Or flavor.
Right.
Grape.
It's not a color.
Color.
It is a color.
No.
Grape is a color.
It's purple.
Okay.
It's a little bit darker
no,
than purple.
No, you're not gonna. No, you're not gonna turn this on me.
Grape is purple.
Grape is. You said the drinks were a color. Grape is not a color. That means it would have been purple.
It's
But
purple.
grape is a color. Though.
But grape
Okay.
to us.
Look it up. Google it. Anyway,
I'm just saying. Yeah, Google it.
today we gonna, I guess,
Say grape. It'll have a big
quickly
soda right
talk
there.
about this clip that TD Jakes was preaching, and a clip from what he was saying kind of went viral, and it's basically about women kind of being raised to be men. So this is the clip. We're gonna let y'all hear it, then we'll briefly discuss it since we halfway through the show.
Okay.
This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now. Because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away.
Ooh. Yes. I don't do social media like that, so I ain't heard this.
Yeah, this was, and it was a lot of comments going back and forth on social media. Ooh. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Yeah. Ooh. But is the woman advancements causing rift within the sociological structure of the home? Is what he's bringing up. If the woman got a house, got a car, got all this, he's saying it's playing a role in the structure, because it's easy to say, well, I don't need you. Because before, the men, it was the men bring home the bacon, or, this, that, and the third. But, with the women empowerment and, you got rights and all these things, and it's putting women in a different position to do, take a different route. And now it's causing
that ain't what's causing it. What's causing it is he ain't there.
I was just about to say, like,
he's not there. He's in jail, he's dead, or he ain't come home. So what you expect her to do?
Yeah, I'm saying, but question, how did he not get there?
Because he got put in jail, he got shot. Something happened where he's not. Marriage is not. Celebrated. Yeah. So therefore, she has to do what she has to do for her kids. Yeah, she got a car and a house. Where she gonna put the kids at?
No.
So I mean, that's not women. That's not our problem. Our problem is, which he probably should have hit on.
He probably did. It's just a snippet that took off on.
No, he probably Okay. Well, let me say this first before we go here. I love Bishop Jakes.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't watch the whole clip, so this is what I'm about to say is not about him personally. But the makeup of our churches, is that we've empowered our women. The church is a microcosm of how we do community. So therefore, if you don't empower your men, your young men, if you don't have anything for them to do, the African American church 13 to 30 is empty. They're not there. Those men are not there. They either come back when they have a fiance or getting ready to get married, i.e. how I got back in church, or they're not coming back. Single, black, masculine men are not in our churches from 13 to 30. They're not there. You can look for them. They're not there.
Emphasis on that. No, you had a little emphasis on that masculine, but go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about that part.
Single, black, masculine men. Now, here's why the effeminate men are there, and then the feminine movement includes effeminate men. Mm-hmm. All right? So, we're talking about women and effeminate men. One, before, women were accepted in the church to speak, they got to wear head coverings, they got to wear, so there's a lot of rules when it comes to dressing, when it comes to a lot of stuff back in the day where men overpowered women, and it was kind of like a little bit, it was really overpowering women. They couldn't talk, they couldn't do anything in the church. You had to do everything through your husband, blah, 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 blah. Now the emphasis was on family back then, but that's how it was. And remember, now we derive from a slave movement and a slave mentality, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we got church. So now you're talking about black women being more empowered. But if you look at the numbers, there are more men in jail, black men in jail, than anybody. They're not in their homes. Women are being encouraged to have sex out of wedlock, so therefore you're having kids without families or without a husband or without covenant. All right, so all of these things are making it up, but our pastors are not stressing the activity of men in church. Women are leading praise and worship. You know, most teams now are led by women, and all the singers are women. In our movement, in our culture, R&B is even dead. So we don't sing no more. So in our culture, it's all rap. It's all, you know, you either gonna be super masculine or super soft. You see what I'm saying? Because the balance is there. The mom and dad is not in the home on a regular basis. So he's talking about the imbalance from the women's standpoint, but he's not talking about the imbalance from the man's standpoint. Now you talk about a kid that goes to church with his mom.
Allegedly, we don't know the rest, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Right.
We're just talking about
allegedly, based off the clip.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You're talking about a boy. All right. Take a boy that doesn't have a father, go to church with his mama, go to church with his grandma, whatever. See mama worship. She worships like a woman. All right. And he doesn't have any other examples of how to worship.
Right.
So he watches her, and know that that's pleasing to God. If I want to be pleasing to God, that's the way I worship. So he starts to worship like her. All right, there are no examples. Pastor most of the time be in the back studying, and he don't come out to worship, or he don't come out till it's time
when
for
he
him
do
to
come
talk.
out, he just gonna sit in the king chair.
Right, and get
in
that
the
red
pulpit.
juice,
Yeah.
that red Kool-Aid.
Yeah. He gonna sit in the king chair in the middle.
So most of the times, there's no example for little boys of a true worshiper, unless it's effeminate or feminine. You know, effeminate, if he see another effeminate man and he worship like him, or he see a feminine woman, and, you know, he see a woman and he worships like her. There is no masculine example mostly in the church. So what happens is the child either rejects it, the boy, he either rejects it and they call it rebellion. When he rejects how y'all worship and all of this ain't cool to me, it's called rebellion. Or he complies and he becomes effeminate. And so there is no balance of how, so this is not just a woman problem, this is a man problem too. And the balance is because there is no activity for a African-American masculine male in the church. What does he do? He can't rap. You're not gonna let him rap. You're not gonna let him dance. What does he do? He just sits, and then the streets give him more activity than the church does. So therefore, what is he supposed to do? Just sit there and rock. So eventually, they stop coming.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that Bishop Jakes doesn't see what you're saying? He only sees the woman's side. He doesn't see that we're raising the men to be feminine as well.
I think
he's talking about more in just not in church. He's saying just the general. He's talking about the social construct.
But you're talking about the microcosm of, in my opinion, the microcosm of the world is the church. The kingdom signs off on everything that happens. All right. When the church start letting up on certain things, then you see it blow up in the world. When the church start letting up, when we start accepting, then it blows up in the world. Because the first thing everybody want to do is be right with God. They want to have some sense of. This is how a person that don't have a relationship with God, a real relationship with God, this is how they judge their lives. You doing it. So since you're doing it, I can do it.
That's true.
That's their Bible.
Yeah.
Us, the kingdom. So if they see,
the Bible says you're walking epistles.
If they see homosexuality, if they see men dressing like women, if
and
they
stamp
see
God on it, then it's okay.
And it's cool, and their pastor's assistant.
Right.
Then they're like, oh, okay, well then I guess it's
okay,
cool.
yeah.
I guess it's cool with God.
Right. That's exactly what's happening.
That's how. So the church is the microcosm of how the world is going to construct themselves. Because everybody want to be right with God, even if they don't read. They want to have. I watched the show. That a man was questioning, whether there's a God or not, and he was like, at the end of the day, he was like, man, I hope I'm right. you know, because I'm judging my life on this, but I hope I'm right, which means he's not sure. But everybody wants to be right in right standing with God, even if they don't have a relationship.
A gay marriage or whatever, they want to do it in the sight of God.
Right.
Same reason.
The fight against gay marriage, two people can live together and do what they want.
Whatever
they
they
want,
want.
but they want to be right in the sight of God.
Be recognized
right.
under
They
God.
want to be right. Same thing with any abortion or anything else that they just want to. Am I all right with God? You know, but they don't show the studies about how people feel after they do these certain acts. They don't tell you how suicidal certain things is. They don't tell you how sick people are. They don't give you that data because they understand that the numbers would change if you had true data. You know what? 5 out of 6 women regret this move when they do this. You see what I'm saying? They don't say that. So therefore, I feel like in order to get women back in their places, if there is such a thing, she got to have help. You can't ask a single woman not to be the man and the woman in the household. She got to have help. She got to do what she got to do. She got to go out there and play football with that boy.
Yeah.
She got to go out there and play basketball with him. She got to do both because there is no balance in the home. What you need to teach is covenant. We got to go back to you can't tell her not to do what she got to do.
Yeah.
Like that's why I say ain't no disrespect to Bishop, but you can't tell her if she's single and got a baby and came up how she know, because most women you'll rather have a baby than get married, which is totally backwards when it comes to the scriptures and covenant and the intent of God.
Yeah.
You know, and so I feel like you got to teach family, one, husband and wife. You got to teach marriage. You got to teach people. You got to bring kids up. Understanding how to be married, because our society, you're talking about changing from our society, we're taught to go to college, we're taught to go get successful and get your money first
And then get
married. Well, you're becoming a whole person. Like you're not gonna need anybody in your mind.
Right.
You know, like this woman right here, you know, even though I need her to make babies, I also need her for business. You know, I need her, and you know what? I want to need her. All right. Of course, I could get selfish and be like, you know what? I do this all by myself, but I've gone so long needing her that our marriage is strengthened because of my need for her, not just sexually, not just for food, but for everything that I do in business. So because I need her, I keep turning into her for support, which makes us cleave more. When I don't need her, when I get upset and I don't need her and I can just walk away from her, then that is the issue. Yeah. I can be successful without you, which is really not true. You can make money. That's the status of man. You can make money, but you're far from successful without the person that you're supposed to be in covenant with. You know. Yeah. And so there are people that have a lot of money but a lot of voids in their life as well. Yeah. And so anyway, you know, I feel like it's a family issue.
I feel like it's because what he in the clip he's saying you're not applauded for your femininity, meaning and you know you're more. It's like you're being pushed to take a more, I guess, masculine path or whatever, which causes, I think, the rift in the social structure or whatever. But I think we have to go hard at raising not. He says, okay, if women are being raised to be men, then that means men ain't being raised to be men.
Men are being raised to be women.
So you got to change that. Yeah, put men being raised to be men and take the woman out of being raised to be men. Okay, then let's get back to raising men.
But the place that they raise men the least in the world, to me, is the African American church.
Yep. Absolutely.
The least. In the street, they're gonna put a gun in your hand. They're gonna put some dope in your pocket so you can make some money
outside the church.
And they create masculine, maybe over masculine. Even, you know, the streets raise in the African American church, and I have to say it. there is no way that we don't even raise boys. We don't we don't talk to them. We don't have discussions with them. The other thing is we don't have anything for them to do.
Yep. Or if they show any kind of interest in anything, we don't involve them.
And everything that you got us doing is girl stuff. You got us doing dances, praise dances. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want us to rap, though. You don't want us to rap.
I mean, it's just like the same thing you was doing when you had the basketball. When we had church, we had a certain group at church and a certain group at basketball, but they would still get ministry both ways.
Right.
So when you had
them
those
boys
talks with them,
that can't play ball did not come to church.
Right. And then the dudes that could play basketball, they had a whole different ministry outside of church, and it was just guys fellowshipping together and talking about God at some point, but playing basketball.
Yeah.
So that's the manly part of it, because, I mean, most guys are into sports, but you know, you got to get that, you got to involve them in some kind of way, because once they get old enough, it's like they level out. Like, I ain't got to go to church with you no more.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's the same thing. And the other thing is, for the African American woman, church is designed for her. Gospel music is designed for her. All right, it is not designed for the man.
Yeah.
If you
even a lot of the preaching,
it's
targeted to appeal to the woman.
Yeah.
The woman needs protection. The woman needs provider. Yet a man feel like
even the more
I can take myself, but you know, I get how I live. Like the mentality of what the mentality you're sitting with versus what you're hearing, that appeals to a woman needing security because she can't get it from a man.
And it's incredibly hard for a man to sit there and let another man tell you what to do with your wife
in your house, right?
In your house.
And so when you do that, you repel real men,
right?
All right, and then it becomes an alpha male type of situation.
Yep.
So that means you got pastor as the alpha male, and most of the other real men are either. Here's the makeup of most churches. If you look at the music, all the masculine guys are playing the instruments, and it's the pastor. And then you got the masculine guys that stick around, they're security, they're doing something. They're somewhere looking strong. They're helping, they're moving, they're doing sound, because men want to do something.
Yep.
It's very few men, unless they got through smoking, drinking, coming back, trying to give God their life, but they're sitting in the pews, they want to work. All right, they want to park. One dude would rather be in the parking lot parking cars than just to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
All right? So men want to do something. Most of the time, women will come in and receive. That by nature, they're receivers.
Yeah.
All right? So they want to come in and so your congregation is mostly women, teenagers that's about to tap out, and kids. All right? That's the congregation. Look for or either the guy is effeminate and he's trying and he's involved because he raised up in church and he's effeminate and he can do the girl stuff and he can do the girl dances and he can sing the girl songs. That's one thing. The other thing is it's in the sound. It's in the sound. There is no male chorus. There is no rap. Not in regular church. No. There is no masculine sound of worship. So when we start to try to worship with our sound, it's demonized. All right? Because the sound of the African American church is a woman's sound. Even if a man is singing or he's singing over women singing, so that's a female sound. All right? What I call a male sound is like Winans, Commission, all men singing.
Yeah, even the background vocals are men.
Yeah. That doesn't exist right now. Not in the more popular sound.
Even when they sung falsetto, it was still
men. Or the sound is, and I love white people, so I'm not saying this to say that, but the sound is either a sound that's not a part of our culture. So it's either female or white. You know, like I love Hillsong. I love Jesus Culture. I love but you know, those are acquired. I learned those over time. But what I'm saying is there is no sound of a man. My dad's worship. Where is my dad's prayer? Where is my dad's sound when it comes to me and God? So you have shut out an entire generation of a man sound worshiping. That's why we're so frustrated. Yeah. Because you won't even acknowledge my worship. You call my worship like you don't even acknowledge that. So when you acknowledge a female worship, then there are guys that say, okay, well, I guess this is the sound of God and this is what I have to do. Yep. I guess this is the sound, the way I have to act, so this is the way I act. And so the balance is family. Like, you got to show both. You can't just talk to women. You got to talk to men and women to get both of them in place.
Yeah, just like in the household, when certain things that you got to talk to dad about. I can't give you that.
Right, because we're a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then what did your mama say?
Right.
You know, and there's a balance between, you know, to where we have a team. You know, there are certain things she step up on. There's certain things I step up on. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, we're a little behind on the chat. I'm going to try to catch us up, but this was funny. I had to read this. Somebody, Ash R said, them chips you eating Donald Trump skin.
They play too much.
Trump skin. But Arkia Livingston says, so what's the solution? How do we get... how do the black church help? That's funny. Donald Trump skin. She says, how do the black church help our boys and men? I think you go after them. You make an effort to figure out, okay, what's pulling them away, and say, okay, we can use the same thing, you know.
Culturally,
yeah.
I'm about to say,
but even though we got to get, you know, back into sports and stuff. I mean, church, little league,
man,
the church league.
You look at a cipher, bro. You look at a cipher, a battle rap. Yeah. Ain't number guys around there.
Yeah.
Video games, number guys. Yeah. Like sports, nothing but guys. I mean, it's women too.
There.
It's women too.
Right.
But
Exactly.
the whole thing about it is there are things that men flock to.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's not a problem with the women. It's a problem with what pastor gonna sign off on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the thing. Like when they start coming.
So it's the leadership.
Absolutely.
But because here's the thing. When they start coming, they might be a little bit more wild than women. They might ask more questions.
I say might usually are.
Like they're not just gonna ride with it. There's a way that you lead soldiers and men, like real men, and then you can't have church for 4 hours with real men. Or me. That must got to be.
Well, you got about an
Mama
hour.
said, or me.
Right.
And
they got to complete prayer, worship, and the message in an hour.
Let me tell you something. Big shout out to New Hope Church in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Yeah, 1 hour.
My God.
If you late, you late.
The most efficient church
in the world
ever been a part of. I remember my brother Dexter came with me to church one time. And I showed him the program because they passed out the program to the people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, we try to hide it. So just in case we got to switch somebody, ain't nobody come here on time. So they had a list of maybe 15 items on this program. And I said to my brother, I said, look here, bro. I said, that looked like a long list, but we're going to be out of here in 1 hour. He said, ain't no way. Right. I said, why? Yeah. I said, why? Bro, it was 55 minutes. Yeah. He was like, I could not.
For 5 minutes to spare.
But
yes.
And that's for you to get to your car.
Exactly.
Bro, so like long church
don't work.
You know, so there are things that we have to.
But you got to be on time for that too.
But there are things that we have to.
Be on time.
Also has to be a culture.
Yeah,
to be on time.
You got to be on time.
Because
you do 55 minutes in black church. You probably gonna catch the last 10 minutes surface.
Are you willing to change the culture?
Yes.
To bring families
he ain't
of
talking to
men
me.
in. You go into the bathrooms and them mugs are straight purple with flowers and. It's the
Now, this is true.
I'm just saying the church.
men's bathroom
The church.
With wallpaper, floor wallpaper.
In green seats, like,
even the men's bathroom is for the women. I'm just saying, are you willing to change the culture? Are you willing to get? Sometimes you got to get.
But even at my church I came from, the women's bathroom had like 4 stalls. The men's bathroom had 2.
Well, y'all not in there.
We gotta do a lot more.
They got a sitting bench in there too.
Because we got babies and kids.
They got okay.
No, we sorry that.
It's just 2 little stalls in the men's bathroom.
Because y'all go in and y'all go out.
You gotta go in there. You can't look to the side. You in the bathroom can't look to the side.
So that right there tell you numbers wise what we're
and they have to cater. They have to cater to the women. You know, because that's who's coming. That's who comes. To a lot of that's who support a lot of our events.
Yeah, but if it was balanced, it would be 4 stalls for the men, 4 stalls for the women. That's what I'm saying.
So in this,
you sound like you're mad about that.
I finally went in the women's bathroom.
Why?
Why?
I had they had a leak or something. And all I finally
went in. He caught me. I'm exposed.
Yeah. They had a leak or something. I forgot it was
you were mad about it, huh?
Right.
I'm like, man, y'all got a lot of stalls.
Because look, we go in there and do a lot of different things.
We do.
Okay.
We understand that. We understand.
But what I'm saying, it looks so different
what I'm saying is
than our bathroom.
For men to come to church culturally, are we willing to make the changes? Here's another thing. Women have more jobs right now. Just as a whole, y'all can pay, y'all bring good offerings. You know? A woman might give a good offer.
And a woman that be emotional enough
will give a
to
great
pull
offer.
that out.
Yeah.
A man will sit there and be like,
brother be like, man,
why are you crying? And,
bro, he'll be like,
he not giving you $35.
He still gonna give you that $5.
That's a good word, but yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I respect that. I respect that now. I respect what you're saying. I really do.
You fold it up real tight, make like $100
He give you that $1.
But a woman, you know.
Are you willing for that price point for your offering to go down while you're building him up?
That's
why I wonder if that clip is more about how they look, how the women are changing into men, not necessarily.
Cause they bringing them offerings.
Right. It's not because of you got your own house, you got your own car. It's how you look. You don't look. That's why he said femininity. You look like a dude when you walk up in here. I think that was the problem.
What I'm saying is, if you don't make,
he's talking about. I think he's talking about the position, because at the end he said, I know you have a job, I know you have a car, but if there's not a need for me in this house, then you get mad when I kind of.
other things I need.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that she didn't become that by herself.
I understand that.
I had to do that because you weren't there.
Okay, but if a 25-year-old meet another 25-year-old with a female who has her own car, does that get in the way?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's
my own car.
Nah,
that's what
she had the car.
Yeah.
I needed her car. That's how we moved the mattress.
Right.
So y'all want some people with that
we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah. That's how we moved it.
We ain't talking about the mattress.
You got your arm out.
When I went to World Changes, it was in her car. All right. But since then, she ain't had to worry about nothing.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying? So I needed her, she needed me, we needed each other.
No.
All right, and
what he's saying is a lot of that dynamic is what's causing a lot of issues.
I think that's what he needs to teach. It's more than a car.
You gotta teach both sides.
What he's saying. Yeah, but I'm saying what he's saying in this clip. Like I said, I can't pull from anything that I don't know what he said. I'm just saying from inside the clip, he's saying when a woman is, I guess, settled and whatnot, and a man come in, the man feels like, okay, there's no need here.
She's not settled. She's alone. She wants to be with somebody else. She's not settled.
But is there a way to cleave there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think that's the thing he's bringing up. Because me and my wife we started basically.
She had a job. You ain't had a.
No, we started together. She came out of college, and we started dating like right when she came out of college.
He's kind of saying established women.
That's what I'm saying.
But most women, you got to do what you got to do,
Right.
bro.
Yeah. You know, I'm not. I don't think that's it. It's okay. I think he's saying for the woman, because another thing he said, we're not celebrating femininity.
Man,
That's why I think it's still
you're not
you're coming in
celebrating.
looking like a dude and trying to act like a dude. That's the problem.
And we are celebrating femininity.
Yeah.
You know, we are. There's a lot of men that celebrate. You go on like they celebrate femininity. The whole thing. He's talking about from his perspective in the church that women are probably becoming more, because now if you let it keep going and you not celebrate men and men are effeminate, and now women are coming to church looking for women.
That's
the real.
That's what I said.
But you gotta start working on this family, because you can't just say women. You gotta say men too. Mm-hmm. You gotta say what it is. You gotta say that there are men that have natural feminine gestures that we just don't pay attention to.
And
but
that they learn in
More than
church.
gestures, it's interaction. Like they don't even know how to shake your hand no more.
Who?
Like certain men.
Oh,
like
yeah,
they don't like interaction.
Yeah.
Or you talk to them, stern. They feel some type of way. Like
Yeah.
he was.
Look 'em in the
that's
eye and all
offensive to talk
that,
to me like that. That's like no.
It's just
I'm
they
talking to you
never
like a man.
had.
Like
They never had a dad. They never had. Some guys never had brothers, or brothers, got locked up or whatever. So that's why when they see us interact, it's weird, because they never seen two lions.
Yeah, they think y'all arguing.
They think we. They're
and
like,
that
no,
ain't
we
it
just
at
two
all.
aggressive men.
Yeah.
Like why y'all yelling? Why y'all arguing? You just ain't never seen this amount of testosterone.
And I ain't gonna say the other part of that.
Go ahead.
We was raised by men.
Oh.
You was raised by a mom and a dad.
Yeah.
What is
And I
happening?
was raised by mom. Right.
But we were raised by men to be men.
Yeah.
And so when we
why
argue,
not say that? Why
no,
you feel like you
He made it weird.
No,
for sure.
no, because
made it
they
weird.
gonna feel like, oh, so what you trying to say? If you ain't got a daddy, you can't be a man. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing.
just tell the truth. Like,
okay,
if you tell the truth.
Okay, but yeah, it's okay. We won't tell the truth. Yeah. But when other men that didn't have that dynamic have that kind of interaction, the one that didn't have that manly dynamic in their house gonna feel some type of way and gonna act feminine after that interaction. Where it's like, soon as it's over, it's like, okay, boom, what's next?
Right.
3 things, and we keep on moving. It's like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if
Just
you
like
don't,
kids playing in the mud together,
Right.
they fight and then they start playing
And then they
again.
best friends again.
So the
Right.
feminine part is almost taught. It's like over time, you have enough interactions with just women only. That's the only way you
And
know how to
that's
respond.
what he was saying in church. That's where the reaction,
Right.
the interaction
if
is
a
that.
guy, if he worships from a kid like a woman, because mama took him to church, and that's the only way that you've seen an expression of God, then how can you blame him for worshiping like that? How can you blame him for acting like a woman? That's how he's been taught.
And on the flip side, how can you blame us? How can you say that about women when if we had to be a single mom and had to get on our own, and it's just is our everyday, it's habit at this point. So when you talk about men coming in or making us feel feminine or whatever it may be, you have to find a man that's patient with that, because that's all I know. That's all I had to do. I had to raise my child since they were little. I'm supposed to struggle because my man ain't there.
Waiting on the man.
Waiting on you. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I mean, it's a family.
We gotta move on too. We wasting time.
It's a family issue. The Bible is a family book. I'm gonna keep saying that. That's what it is. It's the most subtle family book, but the revelation is in there because God meant. He was calling Eve and Adam husband and wife. Ate the fruit, gave to her husband. Where was the marriage? For this cause I leave my mother and father to cleave to my wife. Where was the marriage? So they were called wife and husband in covenant because the covenant came. Sin broke the covenant.
Right.
The laws of Moses reestablished the covenant as far as marriage. All right. But the covenant between a husband and wife and a man and a woman was at the beginning, and so that's what people miss. That covenant, our society is have children because you feel like it, but the scriptures say no, you need to be in a covenant before
Or because
you
you're
start.
lonely and just want company.
Right.
Yeah, you tired of being alone? I want to. I mean, weird stuff. My girl got a cute baby. I want a cute baby.
Yeah.
Like, this weird stuff.
We can go to something else about that. So why that's the case.
But it's nothing but drifting away from the original intent. Okay. So when you don't have God in it, then that's where the confusion comes. So that's why in this, what is the main thing that's messed up in our families? Well, the fact that we don't teach about families. We teach about being whole. You get yourself together. We've been preaching to the female for the last 25, 30 years. Yeah. We've been building her up, you know.
It's y'all time.
And men get the scraps. So that's why she's more empowered than us. Yeah. We don't have nothing. All you do is tell us, boy, you got your pants hanging down, your hat backwards, just like the boy. You got your hat just backwards. Like this boy. You thug. You thug with all these tattoos. Pull your pants up, boy, with your hair turned backwards. You know,
like, you can't even get in the church.
Look like you're selling drugs.
Right.
Take
your
earrings
down.
Twisted hair.
Right.
Or smoking all them tweeds.
Or everything about us is. They could have been anywhere else, but they here at church tonight. Y'all
Why
give
is
them,
that the statement?
y'all give them a hand for coming.
Yeah, you could have been anywhere else.
Literally.
I wish you was somewhere else.
Yeah.
How about that?
Listen, thank God for our young men. They could have been anywhere else out in the streets having sex and smoking drugs and killing
all
people.
Y'all can do.
But they here with God
like
tonight.
It ain't women
Let's
in
give
church
them
having
a hand.
sex. Like, what?
Or when I was in church, you know, and the pastor preaching, and a lady sitting next to me, Mona sitting on this side, and she had the biggest Bible in the world.
Not me, the lady.
And the lady next to me had, look here, and I ain't have no Bible, but I like to listen, and I go back and read, but I like to listen. Man, that lady threw that Bible on my lap, bro, and was like, he reading right here.
I'm like, what's that, her face?
Well, no, she make that face.
He reading right here.
And then she talk like that.
He reading right here. Like you go ahead. And then I was like, well, we can share it.
Right.
Nah, you go ahead.
She had that white cover Bible with Jesus on the
You look like you needed more than me.
That's the old grandma.
Man, nobody want to come to church to feel that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I do come in and you point me out. Hey, you brother, man.
So more guys feel like they could get God more outside of the church building than inside. And so it's just because of the culture.
Especially now with the internet.
It's the culture that we feel.
Like I watched me a clip.
It's the culture that we feel when we go inside. Yeah. You know, a lot of us based off outfit alone, we feel weird. Yeah. So don't nobody want to feel that, bro.
Right.
You know, so it's both sides. It's not just women. Mm-hmm. It's men and women.
Yep.
I would like to hear a man really tell other men that, like, how to be men, because in the African American church, especially in the music department, they're effeminate. You know, now I don't want nobody to get offended because I'm saying you're effeminate, bro. You're effeminate. Like, you act like a woman. So you act like a woman. It's acceptable. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm not mad at you because you act like a woman, because I don't even know how you came to be like that. But I don't. So I'm demonized because I'm masculine. No. You know what I'm saying?
Backwards, right.
Y'all, it's like I'm trying not to be. I'm not mad at you, but you mad at me? No. Mm-mm. So and then, man, we gotta stop tiptoeing around it. Like, don't nobody want to say nothing. Huh? Don't nobody want to say nothing. Like, bro, come on now, that ain't it. You know, and
that's considered bullying, so you can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not bullying. I'm just saying.
See, bullying. Nah,
it's taking a whole other thing.
We ain't gonna get it.
Well, here's the thing. Bullying. Don't ask me why, and then I tell you why, and then you get mad at me.
People don't like the truth. First of all, that's where it really starts. They like to be lied to. Everybody lives in a lie.
They didn't want to know
why. Thing right there
in the first place.
You're offended.
Well, our culture, everything that's happening outside. Where there's men that's super angry, or men that's super effeminate, or women that's super aggressive and masculine, we're signing off on it in our church.
Yep.
That's the truth. Now,
and we got to get back to targeting and focusing on men.
But here's the thing.
And raising them
as a pastor
to be men.
And as a pastor,
and understanding what a man is and what a man does.
I understand this dynamic that women equals money in the black church.
Yeah.
And men
equals funny.
They ain't got no money, bro. They ain't got no money or they don't want to give.
Yeah.
They don't. That men are not givers.
You got on $300 pair of shoes, though.
So this is a business move. We're not gonna even.
So most of the time, when you're building women, you know, Bishop Jake's biggest conference to date is Woman Down Loose.
Yeah.
Like women come, and that's major bread.
Manpower didn't come close to Woman Down Loose.
But he did good though.
He did good.
Like with manpower,
but women,
God, dog.
Yeah.
And so.
And women conferences, period.
Because
women conference. It's always a women's conference.
But the focus have been on them, and men have been plucked away from generation to generation. They've been plucked away, dead, get shot up, or hurt, or bored, and they just drifted away. And more focus has been on her, and she represents the family, so she gonna bring the kids, and then the cycle goes.
You know what? I'm just thinking all the conferences are put on by women for women.
Yeah.
Look at all the flyers on, it's gonna be a woman, evangelist, something.
And I'm not mad at her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying though, there's you don't see the men's conference with all the men like that. You don't see it.
Men don't want to come to no conference.
Man, unless y'all watching the game.
Like this is what God has been, and we're gonna end this. But this is what God has been telling me to do lately. He says, I want you in the culture.
Yeah.
I want you to start focusing on getting more into the culture. Styles was playing video game yesterday, and he was playing Yes, and he was beating him down, and he was saying, yes sir, yes sir, and I was like, well, I know I ain't never played no Migos song for him. You know, I've never, he don't even know where that came from. But I was like, it has transitioned and sifted to him through the culture.
Exactly.
And he's a kingdom kid. And I was like, that's strong culture that we can do church and kingdom, but kingdom has to start to impact culture. Say it again?
That's Desi Banks. That yes, sir.
Well, I heard it first with
I was about to say it come from so many places.
No, it came from what's his name? Well, Quavo is the first person I heard say it on the Mountain Dew commercial.
Mr. Quavo, hello.
So now somebody else done took it. I don't even know who that kid is. See,
Desi Banks, the funny guy.
The funny guy on internet.
He's
on
hilarious.
What? He always do like hood stuff on
them big old eyes
online
on social media. You know who he when you see him.
When you see him, you be like, oh him. Yeah.
But he was the original yes sir, and then everybody else kind of started doing it.
Good.
So, but he's an influencer.
Well, I know he don't know what's his name?
Desi Banks.
Yeah. The Styles don't know Desi Banks
at all.
He probably do.
No,
he probably. I don't know.
He ain't on
if he on internet,
he not on the social media. He only 9, so he not on social media like that. It's, they on kids social media, but I had to put Bibles on they stuff. Like, well, you need to read some scriptures.
Yeah, because if you let them just run, it be running to all kind of weird stuff.
Yeah,
bro. The KK watching something with a little cartoon cussing. I was like, who is that? What is that? It's what's that thing name? Something. It was a puppet or something. I was like,
it was a puppet cussing.
Yeah, I was like,
you talking about a crank
Jeffrey or something like that?
Even something like
what is it called? Jeffrey or something.
Oh yeah, he's pretty funny.
Lil Ron. Yeah, you gotta watch that stuff, bro. Because it come up with the kid stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It come up because it look kiddie, but
yeah, but I'm
saying
on the playlist when you watching the cartoon, it'll come up right there on the and he cussed like a grown man.
On kids. Yeah, YouTube.
His name is Jeffrey. He's a puppet.
On kids YouTube?
Yeah, just on YouTube. But it looks when you
too.
click it because your kid's just gonna be looking for kid stuff and look kid stuff and boom, he's sitting there and I'm saying, who is that you listening to?
So that's why every day, because I know some of that stuff might get through, but you have a discussion with them. about, all right, it's no different than a glass table. It's gonna get dusty, like just sitting there. If you let it sit there, it's gonna get dusty. You got to keep wiping it off. And so I have to keep running their minds through the kingdom, through the word of God. All right, now you understand that this is that and that.
That's weird.
Yeah. I done stopped some movies. Listen,
look, commercials like that's not
like,
right.
look
Man, what?
and I'm not gonna because our parents,
I'm quick to it.
Our parents did the best that they could with what they had, and they tried to do the keep you naive, avoid type of thing, and then when you get to college.
You get it all. Yeah.
Everything just hits you.
Fast.
Like, what in the world? Who in the what? So I want to just navigate them through it. Now look, son, you just saw some breasts.
Or two dudes kissing. That ain't right.
Let's talk about that.
Saw them toddies.
What'd you say? Some you just saw. Listen, boy, you just saw some booty on the internet. Let's talk about that. Let me explain.
So you live in Atlanta.
Yeah. Let me. And I talk to him. I had that uncomfortable. I'm the one that's gonna run in straight slap in the awkwardness. Yeah. Now look at.
Then it's not even awkward no more because they're so used to it. Because
my
kids
for me,
be having conversations. If my dog just be looking
they be like, yeah. Oh, y'all think y'all came from y'all mama's stomach?
Okay, here we go. So, what we gonna do? So we gonna
please,
do?
Hurry,
Please. Don't laugh.
Hurry.
No.
Okay, we got a game today.
Nope.
Stop it, I say. We got a game today.
Okay.
Y'all came from.
Where am I?
All right, let's go. I just want to
Can you
move on.
please tap the computer or something? Gosh.
Where am I?
We're gonna do this game real quick. Get in and get out of this so we get out of here fast.
Stop
but
laughing.
you came from D.
Okay, fuck you.
Like, where am I?
All right, yeah.
D.
Okay.
Why did it turn to a ghost?
Hey.
Oh my God!
All right, man. This game's called Where Am I?
I don't know.
We're gonna get four cities. You got to say what state you in.
Well, we already know Texas and Florida on there because y'all play too much.
Yeah.
That's y'all play too much.
Hey,
You from Alabama? So.
yeah.
Sweet.
Everybody from
We already did Texas and Florida last time, and we did Alabama. So no, they would not be on this one.
Oh,
so
amen.
take them three out.
Yeah. All right, let's
So
go.
you got 47
99
more.
more states.
What?
Yeah. Follow with us, Facebook and YouTube. So we're gonna give you 4 cities. Where are you?
All right.
Some of these easy.
In my skin.
Lansing, Pontiac, Auburn Hills,
Michigan.
and Ann Arbor.
Michigan.
Michigan.
All right.
Mount Airy, Chapel Hill,
North Carolina.
Whitesburg.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Take your shirt off.
Petey Pablo,
Shut up.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Bristol, Gatlinburg, Johnson City, Kingsport.
Tennessee.
Well, Rocky Top,
Mr. Dale.
Tennessee.
The
The
state of Mr. Dale.
The state of Mr. Dale. That's
state of Mr. Dale.
Yeah.
Mesa, Glendale, Tempe, Tucson.
Arizona.
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 Tucson, Arizona. Coming home.
You don't know what that is, Martin?
Please move on.
Kearney, Omaha, Broken Bow,
Nebraska.
Grand Island.
Nebraska.
Broken bow.
Why do you know that?
I just know Omaha.
Oh,
I don't know about the rest of
have a
them.
good explanation.
Yeah, Broken Bow.
Broken bow.
I saw that.
But I
thought that
live
was
in
weird.
Broken Bow.
I don't
Well,
want to
ain't
come to your
nobody got
city.
Broken Bow,
Ain't nobody got no money over there.
I don't want to go to your
Like,
city.
Right.
Population 6.
Your Jeff just
from?
died yesterday.
Broken Bow,
Shut up.
Nebraska.
Wow.
God, I'm the mayor of Broken Bow.
It's only me and my family there.
Yeah. The
Where's
kids
that?
are the other
Right.
people.
It's northeast Nebraska.
Broken bow, that has something to do with Indians, right?
That
Native
probably.
American.
That sound like it, yeah.
Oh, in
I'm not gonna
Nebraska.
sit there and try to. Yeah, please go on, because this is about to go somewhere we don't need it to.
Broken bow.
Allentown, Harrisburg, State College, Pittsburgh.
Mississippi. Right? No?
State College.
I was.
You said it so confident.
Hey, I'm going to be confident.
Mississippi.
I'm going to be confident.
Pennsylvania.
I'll be like Utah.
They hit New York City. They hit Mississippi. New York City. No, it's not Mississippi.
Shut up.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hey, I'm going to be confident.
Pittsburgh, Mississippi.
I bet there is a Pittsburgh, Mississippi.
It's a
How about
Hollywood,
that?
Alabama, so
Thank
why
you.
not?
It's a Hollywood, Alabama.
Thank you.
Ain't nobody there.
It's a Paris, Texas. So
Not
hey.
one person. It's a Decatur, Alabama, too.
It's a Canton, Georgia.
Yeah, I think.
It's a
I feel
Canton
somebody goes to
everywhere.
Canton.
Let's go. Let's go. All my Canton.
Atlantic City, Trenton, Princeton, Newark.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Only because I got to go there.
Annapolis, Silver Spring,
Maryland.
Salisbury,
Maryland.
Baltimore.
Salisbury State.
Shut up.
Maryland.
You know what?
Goodness.
Does that state come from them?
I don't know. Let's go see.
Lima, Youngstown, Dayton, Columbus.
What?
Ohio.
Beans.
That sounds like somebody. That's how you said a
Beans.
sentence.
Lima beans.
Youngstown Day, Columbus. What?
Ohio.
It's Ohio.
Lima
goodness.
beans.
West Memphis, Searcy,
Arkansas.
Bentown, Little Rock. How you know that?
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
You looking for them one?
First
Okay,
of
I
all,
see how
you
you
said
doing.
Bentontown.
You ain't
That
even looking
says
at the other three.
Bentonville.
You just trying to find one city.
That's right. I have to make up for the last one.
Arkansas. Yeah, that's Arkansas. All right,
Yay,
good
I
job. Y'all got
won.
9.
Wait, we got all of them.
Mississippi.
I said Pennsylvania.
Mississippi.
He sounded so disappointed. Like,
Mississippi.
Atlanta, Athens, Mississippi.
Shut up.
Hey, William Bell, hit us up at in the booth pod@gmail.com. Says I'm working with a project for my church. What's the best way to get in contact with y'all? Hit us up on the email.
In the booth.
What we finna do? Got a resume on the limousine. Got something for the king, something for the king. And we got a winning team, about to do a thing. Then we hit it with a bada boom, bada beam.
You know what it is when we in the booth. Speak to the host, speak it to the youth. It don't matter where we go, tell the truth. See time harvest, you gon' see the fruit. Get the kid tag, gotta kill it for the roots. Get the blessing, get the bag, gotta get the loot. Find another way to preach, we don't need a suit. General in the game, looking for recruits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where did that come from? You just called
But you ain't never been in church, somebody just break off.
Right, the intro.
You ain't never somebody just break out
somebody
of
just
church.
said, thank you for the thing.
You
Right.
call it don't need what you say, don't need a suit. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But I don't been in church, boy.
So dumb.
They break out, you and you gotta not laugh.